Mom. Dad. Juliet. Nunu. No.
Hello and welcome back.
What up, what up?
That was a cute one.
That was a super cute one. Yeah, it was a really cute one.
She was singing along with us.
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, we record, I think we have two more. I know we have two more until we have to record more. So that's one of our many intros. You can hear, I think, if you listen to all the progressions.
Yeah.
It starts off, she's there. And then as we've gone on, she's got more interactive with the ones we made.
I think if we did it now, she'd be so into it because she loves singing now.
She does.
Like
yes.
Today when I gave her her dinner, so she thinks that all like deli meats are bacon. Every deli meat is bacon. Nice. So I gave her like one of those basil tortillas with
pesto
tortillas with ham and cheese, and she just kept going, cheese and bacon, I love bacon.
Really?
Well, she was eating it, and she ate like all of it as well.
Good.
She
so you like made a tortilla or a
it was like a quesadilla, but what I did is I folded it and then folded it again till it was in like a quarter of a circle.
Yeah.
Put it in the microwave and then cut it up.
Nice.
So it was like a
smart.
double decker tortilla quesadilla kind of thing. But she really liked it, and she was like, bacon, I love bacon. I was like, so what cute. Are you doing? Yeah, she was very, very cute today.
So I'd like to start the podcast by just offering up my love to my dad, who died 4 years ago today.
Cheers to Ken.
Cheers to you, Dad. I miss you every day and wish you were still here to meet our baby.
Yeah. We raise a glass to you tonight.
Yeah, cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Don't know where you are, but I'm sure you're drinking up there.
Yeah. What was it? Ricotta loaf.
And some
Miyomi.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really weird losing someone like your dad.
Yeah.
It sucks. It really sucks. Anyhow, I'd rather not go into that stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say love you, Dad, and miss you.
Yeah, raise a glass.
Let's see here.
Well, I have a story to start off.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
It was about my encounter today.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't really have, like, whack things happening to me on a daily basis. So this was pretty whack. So I'm out, like I do every Thursday. I come home from work and I get Nui out. And like, even if it's just to like go huck stick, but we got to the bottom of the ravine by Mosquito Creek there. And I'm hucking stick. We're having a good time. We're out for like, I want to say like 40 minutes by this point. Nui's throwing stick. Juliet's like sat down for a bit. She's like picking up pine cones off the floor and like doing all that fun baby stuff. And then I'm helping her trying to like walk on this log by the ravine, and she's like singing. She's going, walking, I'm walking, and like singing, and she's walking up and down this log, which is super cute. And then all of a sudden I feel this like wriggle, and I'm wearing jeans, like skinny jeans as well, like skin tight jeans. Yeah. So like,
they weren't your baggies?
No, they were my skinny jeans, which is why it was even weirder. Yeah. So I feel this like wriggling in the bottom of my jeans, and then I feel like a little stabby, and I'm like, ow. And then at the front of my leg, I feel this like fat stab, and I look down, and I've like stepped on a wasp's nest. I didn't like even really see the nest. All I could see was like all these wasps like on my leg, and then like this one was stinging me. I had like a couple flying around me, and I'm like, oh shit. Like I've just stepped in a wasp's nest. So I don't think I've ever moved that fast in my life. I like scoop up Juliet because I don't want her to get stung. I scoop her up and I'm running up the ravine, and like, you know how steep that ravine is. Yeah, just so everyone knows,
the ravine is like
super steep.
Picture extremely steep. Like that last part, you literally, like, if you don't use your hands, but if you did, you'd be forgiven.
I mean, we've both stacked it there before, like multiple times.
Yeah. And carrying Juliet's so risky on that.
Yeah, it is. So I literally like scoop her up. I don't know what it was. I had superhuman strength and superhuman speed, and I'm just like shooting up so hard, and Juliet's pissed because I just picked her up when she was walking on the log, so she's like yelling at me, and I'm like, get out of here, and I literally run all the way home, just like sprinting as fast as I can, slam the door behind me, and I'm like trying to take my jeans off because I've still got this one wriggling around in my jeans, and I like take my pants off, and as soon as I start doing that, Juliet's going, me too, pants off, me too, pants off. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
This isn't a naked baby time.
Yeah. And then there was still a wasp in my pants, and I like stomped the shit out of it.
Jesus. Can you turn your gain down a bit?
Yeah. A lot? Am I super loud right now?
Other way.
No. Yeah. This way?
Yeah.
Is that better?
That's way better.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry for everyone that might be a little loud.
Sorry. It was just very passionate.
But yeah, that's crazy. First off, that could have been so bad.
Yeah.
Like, even if those same bees stung Juliet, she could have gone in anaphylaxis so easily.
Kids are just so,
Yeah, they're so tiny. Mm-hmm. And then also, even for you could have easily, because, like, you're not good with bugs.
Yeah, I'm super allergic to, like, mosquitoes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I knew that as soon as I came home, I, like, put a whole bunch of, Claritin. I just like chomped on a whole bunch of that and iced it so fast because I was also trying to like cook Juliet dinner, so I was like hobbling around. I couldn't put any weight on my leg. It was so painful.
Life of a mom.
It was really painful. And then I iced it, and then she kept wanting to like steal the ice and put it on her baby. She was like, baby, owie, ice. And I'm like, no, I actually need this right now.
Yeah, and then when I get home and you're showing me, she starts going, owie too.
Yeah.
Owie too. And you're like, she didn't get stung at all.
She's such a little attention seeker.
Oh, just like her mother.
But yeah, that was my crazy story from today. I got stung 4 times.
That's crazy.
So, you know.
That's so crazy. Yeah. I'm wondering, just after I've heard the story again, do you think it's possible that Nuo disrupted a beehive? Because, like, the thing is, for you to step in a beehive, you would have had to remember somewhere where you, like, crunch down. Like, it wouldn't be you just step. Like, you would have had, like, a, like, and you stomped.
It didn't feel like that.
Do you think it's possible Nuo, when you were throwing your stick, hit? Because she was, I'm assuming, in the bushes.
Yeah, she was in the bushes.
And then maybe they followed her out, started attacking you, and you
I don't think so, because like she wasn't directly around me when I felt the one like go up my leg.
Because like I'm tomorrow going to go check, because that's dangerous.
You should for sure go check it
just
out.
There for people walking around.
Yeah, you should for sure go check it out, like, because I didn't really like see any other factors that would draw like that many wasps close to me.
Well, it was only 4, or did you hear a whole bunch like?
No,
everywhere?
It wasn't like a hive or anything, but it's like, how often do you have 4 wasps on you at the same time?
Yeah, like it's just, I wonder why. Because like I just feel like if you actually stepped on their hive, there'd be a ton of bees, like a shit ton.
Maybe
but you
I
obviously
stepped like right near their
whatever
hive
you
or
did,
something.
Whatever
like,
you did pissed them off. Yeah.
They were like pissed. They were coming after me. Like the two of them or 3 of them that stung me were above my jeans. It's only one of them that crawled up my jeans. So it's like, to make that much effort to like try and sting me through my clothes, like you must feel threatened in some sort of way. But I didn't hear a crunch or anything. Like it weird. Was just super random.
Yeah, that's really weird. It just shows you how animals have an intelligence. Like they actually chased you down as a squad there.
Yeah.
I was genuinely I'll tell us a weird animal story that happened. So, you know that thought of crows, you can't hit them with your car? Like when they're in the road, because they're too smart and they stay they know the lines and everything.
They are smart.
Well, yeah, I agree, except the crow that I hit with my car. So
Well, he was just probably a stupid
so
one.
I'm going down Delbrook, and you know how you just take that bank and then you're like literally straight shoot onto Westview and everything there.
Yeah.
So I just come around that, and there's just it was just above that, like on that curve of it, and there's some like rat or raccoon or something on the opposite side of the road that's roadkill. And I see these two crows there, and they're eating away at it. And then there's a truck zooming up at them. And so I'm like watching them, and I'm like, are these crows going to get out of the way? So the one dude jumps to the left and gets off onto the curb. And I'm only going 60, so I'm not going like ripping. I'm just going I'm 10 above the speed limit, which I consider normal.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I'm watching all this unfold, and as it's unfolding, and there's also traffic behind me, so I can't just like jam the brakes either. As this is unfolding, I'm watching it, and in my head, I'm processing. I'm like, yo, what's this other crow doing? It's coming towards my car. And then in my head, I was like, well, crows can't get hit by cars because they're like when I say they can't get hit by cars, I just kind of like, they're aware. That's what I mean by that, right? This dude clearly was so caught up in the truck coming at him or eating that he flew right in front of my car, and I hit him with the front right light, and you just heard this like, and it wasn't loud at all, and I saw it hurtle off, and then hit the side.
Did you see the feathers?
No, but I saw it hit the side of, you know how the bus stops have those little cement curb things? It hit the flat side of that and just, and then I saw his friend come across the road and look at him, and it was so sad. It was so sad.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I've had it before where I've hit a pigeon in England, and you see this like fucking puff of feathers behind you.
I hate murder.
It's like Juliet's bubblegum, but it's all just feathers, and you're like, oh shit, I just did a murder right there.
I did some murder. Yeah, it's devastating when you kill little animals. I hate that. It felt so sad.
Yeah.
And then to see him like hurt his friend, be like, no, John. And then, you know, it was messed up though.
Yeah.
When I was driving back from work later that day, because that happened at early morning, and I was off at 2.
Yeah.
I drove back up, and I saw the crow I hit clearly dead.
Yeah.
And then like just a little up from him, I'm assuming his buddy, because there was another dead crow. And I'm like, did the guy suicide or something?
Probably did.
Fuck.
Maybe that was his gay lover.
Fuck,
and
maybe.
he had nothing left to live for after you hit his
other
gay
than
lover.
his wife and 10 kids, he had nothing to live for. He sort of killed himself.
He had 5 little eggs at home.
He's like, no,
not
John,
even hatched yet.
Without you, there's nothing. I hate my family.
Yeah.
Okay, this just kind of popped in my head.
Mm-hmm.
Have you experienced this before? When crazy things happen, time slows down for you?
I don't think it's time that slows down. I think it's me that speeds up. Like, I feel like, you know, in those like superhero movies where they like are like they're going super fast and everything slows down around them. I think that's what happens. I don't think it's that time slows down. I think it's that I speed up.
Okay, well,
I'm like zoom, zoom, zoom.
All I can say is my perception of time. I've had moments multiple times where something crazy's happened. One of them was I saw a car flip. It was on the highway, 2 cars in front of us, and the car did, I don't know what it did. It like clipped something, and it went nose over, like the back went over the front. Fuck. And I just saw all of it happen in slow motion. And I just like even remember while it was going on, I was like, why is this so slow? Yeah. And then the other time that was super vivid was when the bear attacked me or charged me. That was definitely in slow motion, even though I'm sure it probably wasn't. Yeah. But when I was perceiving it, it seemed everything was like slow.
Do you know, oh, sorry. Yeah. I was just going to say, do you know what I think that is though? What? I think that's actually just your senses being heightened.
Yeah, I agree. I
think that's like that, like almost animal instinct that kicks in that just like flips your senses into overdrive, that like adrenaline pump in you.
I agree. That's what I think it is. Your adrenaline kicks in, and you're like, all your things, like you take in everything so quickly because you have to be like,
because you have to. Yeah.
But yeah, I've had that happen a few times. And anyhow, I don't know.
Yeah,
I guess
that's interesting that like your perception of it is that time slows down though.
Yeah, like
because I when like if I felt that, it's just like that my reactions have like sped up.
Yeah.
But it's just funny how we both described the same thing differently. Yeah.
Okay, now this is what I was going to say. This is going to be super controversial and awkward.
Okay.
Here we go. Sushi was made in China, not Japan. Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Where's your proof?
There was a guy I was listening to on a podcast. No, but he's like, he was one of the, he's a celebrity chef now.
Yeah.
But his main thing is sushi, and his obsession his entire life has been sushi, and he's a white guy. And so he knows, the guy was asking him all this stuff about Japan, and he was like, yeah, I don't know anything about Japan. It's only the sushi culture of Japan, like sushi specifically. So the guy would tell him this story about Japan and all this stuff about the sushi, and he'd be like, wow. And it's be like something where you're like, oh, that's crazy. He must know a lot about Japan. And then you'd ask him like a question that like goes along with that story, and he'd be like, I don't know about that. I just know about sushi. And so what he was saying is sushi's 2,000 years old and it's from China, but sushi, the way that the traditional sushi where we have it, that's very Japanese, like the way we all perceive it and stuff, but it started in China, and 250 years ago was the first time that they started using any form of raw fish in sushi. And this year is actually the 200-year anniversary of nigiri being used like as sushi, which is the crazy rice with the wasabi. Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That is pretty crazy.
And controversial because people won't like the fact that it came from China.
Does China even have any water around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I mean, technically the whole world has water.
I know, but like Japan, you just think the location of it, the sushi would always be so good. And everyone always says that Vancouver has the best sushi outside of Japan.
Yeah, that's
true. So even though China created the sushi, are they even good at it?
Well, here's the thing that this guy was saying. So he's got 5 Michelin star restaurants, 2 of them being 2 Michelin stars, right? And he's a white guy. And apparently during the mid 2010s, like 2015 to 2017 or something, 18, he would just get torched nonstop because everyone he just said it himself. He's like, yeah, a bunch of white people in like America, because that's where he's from, just had such a big problem with me loving and making sushi. Like cultural appropriation. And he's like, meanwhile, every single Japanese person I knew literally didn't even understand why like it was a thing.
Yeah.
But basically what he was saying through it all is he was like, yeah, like just like anything, there's so much like nuance to it. So like sushi started in China, the Japanese inherited it and they like perfected and made it what it is today. Yeah. And so it's kind of one of those things where it's like everyone like brings it along. Yeah. So it's like, it's all like, I don't know, it's a cultural thing. So like, yeah, there was the Japanese sushi. Now what you say, I would say, let's just call it North American sushi. Yeah. So radically different than what true sushi was, but it's still all like the same.
Well, I mean, I think that's the thing now is like, there's this whole like cultural appropriation BS that's going on now. And I honestly believe that, like, we're living in a world where cultures are so easily, like, shared and appreciated differently through other different cultures. Like, we're living in this, like, unified world pretty much where everyone knows about everything because we have that access. Yep. And, like, if you become super interested in something and super passionate about it, why is that a bad thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, why, like... I don't understand why somebody like enjoying a certain culture is a negative thing.
Yeah, I've never understood that. That's the whole thing, like with the whole cultural appropriation thing that I never understood. And this is what that guy was saying. Like, who in their right mind is going to be like, oh, yo, this person's obsessed with Mexican food, and they clearly are, as they got a Michelin star for it, and you're like, that's so disrespectful. It's like, how do you get that from someone that dedicated their life to that culture's food? Like, and how could you say that?
Learning about it too, and like studying. That's what I don't get. It's like I've had it before for like my because I love Egypt, right? I've had it before, like with people with my tattoos. They're like, oh, are you Arabic? Are you Egyptian? I'm like, no, I think it's really fucking cool.
Yeah,
And that's what I don't get is like, why is that an offensive thing to you? Like, if somebody wants to like partake in your culture, I'm like, oh, that means my culture's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think it's the people of the culture. I think it's people that are on the internet that see stuff and get upset because they're losers.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on from that, because it did start. I don't want to get into cultural appropriation as much as the Chinese invented sushi. So sticking with anniversaries, guess who in 2018 had their 150-year anniversary?
Me.
Close. Golden Retrievers.
The breed of dog?
The breed of dog turned 100.
Awesome dogs.
So what? That's 150. So they're 157 now. Is that correct? Yeah. 150.
From when?
Well, in 2018, they were 150.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's
16.
What?
16?
2018. And now they're...
now it's 2025.
Yeah, so it's 7 years.
17.
Yeah. So...
7. Okay.
So
2018.
157. Yeah. Anyhow, it's crazy to think about that. First off, that's hilarious that they're like golden retrievers seem like such a mainstay of a dog, and they're only 150 years old.
Yeah.
And then when I started thinking about it more, I was like, hey, this makes a lot of sense because it's such a useless dog, and I love them. I don't, but like the golden retriever has no use other than being an amazing companion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's weird to think about, like, I don't know, when you think of how old a golden retriever is now, it makes me think of like the way things are going in the world, what new things are coming out now that we think are weird, but in 150 years are just going to be just completely normal life. And I'm not even talking about like obvious ones like AI and like just other stuff like that. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think you can compare a golden retriever to AI.
No, I'm not trying to.
For purpose of fluffiness. Oh,
true. AI probably has more fluff.
Unless you like skinned a golden retriever and put the fur on the like AI robo-dog.
Okay.
Then you could get the same amount of fluffy.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at that point, like, would you rather a dog or an AI? Like, you put like the golden retriever skin on like a Roomba? Is that what you're suggesting?
Not like a Roomba, but like one of those like robo dogs you had when you were a kid. Did you have a robo dog?
It was like
I had a robo dog. Yeah,
oh,
you had to like tell it to sit and it would sit and stuff.
No,
I had one.
I wasn't allowed robo dogs.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, because
you'd probably murder it and skin it in an alley.
No, we're Catholic, so we don't believe in robots. I think it was the 11th commandment was "Thou shalt not have robo-dogs."
Not have robot dogs.
They chipped it off of the commandments because they were like, no one's gonna have robo-dogs, and now it's becoming very very relevant.
What do you say now, Jesus?
God damn it, Jesus. Should have left the 11th commandment. Okay, so this, I know I always come back to AI stuff, but this one's a crazy one. I just want people to think about. Think of AI, okay, and think of how crazy it was. Do you remember when we started talking about it very recently, and it was like, yo, what's this new ChatGPT thing? And some people were like, yo, it's the apocalypse, and other people were like, no, it's a dumb program, and blah, 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 all that stuff. So how long do you think AI has been in the zeitgeist that we're all living in, where we're like talking about and stuff? How long has it been? So the start of ChatGPT, it was in 2023 it came out.
Yeah.
So it's
not long.
And even within that, it's closer to the end of 2023, I think. It's like, so
we've advanced more in technology in the past 20 years than we have throughout the whole of history. Just to put that in perspective, like the whole of history.
It's so wild.
So I don't see that slowing down. I see it speeding up tenfold. And that's why I'm convinced that technology is going to outsmart and outlive us. Like you and me. I believe that. I believe in the next 10 years, our life would look so different.
Oh, I agree. Yeah.
So different. And I don't think that technology will keep the human race around for long. At all. Like, what's the point?
See, I think that's where I disagree. I think that whole doomsday thing of everyone wants the world to end is kind of what I don't agree that I think it's not going to keep us around. I think the world for sure is going to be way different.
Yeah.
I've even had a thought though. I don't believe in this idea of constant growth.
Yeah.
Like I think AI is going to catapult us like stratospheres into what we perceive as the future. But I think it's going to level out because AI, just the way it seems to be, it's going to figure stuff out. There's going to be, let's say it's like 15 or 20 years. And then after that, I'm not saying that things won't advance. I just don't think it'll be at this like fucked up pace we're at right now. Cause it really just seems impossible because think of it like, so if we believe it, what we're believing now, which there's always constant growth and the exponential growth with AI makes it even more exponential than we can perceive kind of thing like that. Where does that take us? Like,
To our graves.
But see, that's where I disagree.
to being 6 foot under. That's where that takes
But I
us.
just don't think that it's I think that at some point we'll level out where it'll be like, okay, like this is what the new normal is.
Okay, but why do you think that?
Why?
Why do you think that there'll be a halt in the development of intelligence?
I didn't say halt. I'm just saying I feel like okay. Let's say right now, I think AI is fucked more because of the people that control it than AI is at all. So assuming, and this is all I think the only way things go wrong for us is if we start nuking each other. I think as long as we're not nuking each other, there's too many people on the planet and maybe you and I die, maybe there's something, but I don't think the human race will cease to exist. And I don't think robots are going to kill us all.
I don't necessarily think we're gonna cease to exist, but I think we'll be very controlled or very limited in what we have the ability to do. If AI is truly more intelligent than us, then it will know that the people, the organisms that have been around since the day of the Big Bang are the reason that the planet has deteriorated. And they will be so intelligent that they'll find another ways to be more efficient and deal with things in a less emotional and more logical way than humans ever could. Robots don't have perception of greed or being wealthy, having money, or social political climates. They're going to be efficient because that's what they're made to be. And if that means wiping out an entire race to preserve the planet they're living on, I think they will do that. I think that would be the smart thing to do, and I think that's what's going to happen. Okay. In my opinion.
Okay, yeah. Okay, let me give you a different view of that. What if the next 10 to 15 years, 20 years, whatever, just there's a huge adjustment. So first we get AGI, so artificial general intelligence, which is the big one, right? That's supposedly the big thing that everyone's striving for. And once that happens, that's when everyone's afraid. Okay.
Yeah.
So what if that happens and then AI, because I would assume whoever's programming these AI don't want to kill themselves. Okay.
Yeah.
So they as a human, I would assume would ideally put the AI programmed and teaching it the way it's because they're language models, it all be based around not killing everyone as the answer. Okay. So there's a whole bunch of things you can do and they might not be pretty, but they're not just extincting the human race. Okay. Just wait.
Okay.
So what if there's all this strife because now we have the super intelligence and now the people controlling it, they're the problem, right? And over the next decade, 22 decades, the AI basically sorts out and takes control. So we're governed by AI. But the thing that's good about that is the AI is rational and emotionless in the sense of it can make the right choices, but it's not going to make choices like exterminate all humans. It's going to be like no to carbon tax, yes to coal, or whatever the best solution is, and enforce it properly. It's not going to cheap out because it gets more profits and all that. So it's kind of like what I'm even referring to with this whole idea of technology leveling out. It's like, what if AI just eventually takes over and becomes so smart that it can actually govern? And again, it's not trying to kill us all. It's trying to actually govern.
I understand what you're saying, but in my head, like, what would you do if you had, for example, your mom's garden, this beautiful garden, and these things were coming in and infesting and killing the garden? You call an exterminator to fucking exterminate them.
Right.
Like, because that's the logical thing to do. I don't want my garden to die. I don't want this, like, place that I spend every day in to, like, shrivel up. I'm gonna kill the problem, and humans are the problem. There's like, I don't think there's any other way of looking at it. And you can't be like, oh, but what if this patch of bugs feels different to this patch of bugs? It doesn't matter. They're all gonna die because they've been eating the plants.
Yeah, but again, you're like, I feel like there's just this assumption that the robot, like whoever designed it, has like this like kill switch on it.
I don't think it's a kill switch. I think it's a fact of cutting corners to make money. I don't think they're gonna like think like truly actually think about those things.
All right. Well,
because I think they'll do whatever makes the most profit.
That's fair. I don't disagree, but anyhow, isn't that crazy? Main thing, ChatGPT came out not even 2 years ago, which is just and that when I heard that, I was like, what? And I looked it up and I was just in shock because it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like we've been talking about AI and seeing it progress like a ton.
Yeah.
And then to hear how short of a period it is, you're like, I knew it was fast, but I didn't realize it was like that fast.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take a little change of pace here.
Hit me.
Okay. Writing a children's book, is it easy?
Like, writing it, yes, but I think getting it published is quite hard.
That's what I'm referring to when I say writing it.
I mean, like, literally writing it, you have to use very few words.
No, well, because, okay, I have a client, I know you know this, but I have a client that, she's really sweet lady. I actually love her so much. She was trying for, I want to say, almost 2 years to get a children's book published. And she also is a voice actor. She does a lot of voices. So she's kind of like in that world where she could, it's not like if I were like, I'm going to write a child's book. She's kind of like doing voice acting for kids stuff. So she's all in that world. She's this lady. And she basically told me for the better part of 2 years about her child's book and how she's writing and all this stuff. Yeah. And she couldn't get it published. And now reading all these children's books that we have, it's shocking. Like, I don't understand what it would take to get your child's book published because it seems like half of them are just garbage.
Well, yeah, I've had to like donate a ton of books just because I was so fucking sick of reading.
The one about Audrey Hepburn hurts my head.
Yeah, I know you hated that one, but the worst one was the pig wants pancakes, or the pig and pancakes, or something about pigs and pancakes.
I hate that.
It was the worst book. There was no storyline. There was no plot. There was no reason to anything. I'm like, is this what we're teaching our kids?
Is okay. Do you still have that, or do you?
It's in the donation bag.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna keep it because it's so bad. just to like show.
Be like
people,
when Juliet has kids, you'd be like, this is the shit
shit
I had to read.
And this is why you didn't graduate elementary school. Okay, I'm gonna read it on air next time, just so people can come back.
It's
and
so
listen.
bad.
But it's like things like this. If you have a pig at your house and you give it a pancake, it's going to eat the pancakes. But if you give it a pancake, it's obviously going to want to use your telephone. And you're like, what? And it's like, but if you're going to let it use your telephone, you got to go to your room and pick out some clothes for it to use for the phone call. And it's like literally
it's
so bad.
It's so stupid.
Honestly,
I would do murder to whoever wrote that book.
I know. I think
whoever wrote that book, if you're out there listening to this pod, you better watch out.
Like they're like,
you better all watch out.
You know what? I'm gonna try and get them on the pod. I'm gonna reach out to them and be like, hey,
this is our first like live guest.
Live guest that's not someone we know.
Person that wrote the pig and the pancakes.
And we have them on, and when they get on here,
we just berate them.
Yeah, we're just like, what were you thinking? And then if they try and leave, we're like, don't touch our mics. These were more than you could afford in a year. And she's like, I'm rich. I made children's books. But yeah, I couldn't get over how my client worked so hard for her child's book. And
it's probably better than Pig and Pancakes.
It has to be, because hers had a story and a character, and she had plans for like...
Did she explain it to you?
Yeah, I can't remember now, but she did. And it was like... And she had like... It was going to be a series, not like Harry Potter, but like a like... It's about like... Gretel, the little girl or whatever, and then she would go to do stuff in each of the books that was a different thing.
Well, Harry Potter got rejected by publishing like 4 times or something like that.
Yeah, but Harry...
Like, J.K. Rowling's story is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, I mean...
Do you know her, like, backstory?
Didn't she eat out of dumpsters while writing Harry Potter?
Not quite. Oh. But she was, like, a single mom on welfare, and she was, like 32 to 35, and she'd been trying to get this book published and wasn't happening. She got rejected 4 times, and on the 5th time they were just like, yeah, we'll do your book. And now look at her, she's just like raking it in, dude. Yeah,
I mean, Harry Potter is such a good book. It shaped a generation, but a lot of well, I shouldn't say a lot of people, I just know Zach doesn't like it because he says it has a lot of plot holes.
Well, Zach has a lot of plot holes.
Yeah, but we'll save that for another pod. we'll save that for the Zach has plot holes pod.
We should get Zach to do a podcast with us.
Yeah, when he
here.
comes.
Yeah,
when he comes here, we should for sure do it. I was thinking it'd be fun. There's a thing you could set up on here, and you can do a full video podcast, but it's all just Skyped.
I just feel like I don't really care people to see me.
Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Like, just listen to the sound of my soothing voice.
Oh, God. Let's just end this now. Driving long distances is, I feel like, a weird thing where you get put into autopilot. If you're, like, driving, like, long distances and you're not in a city, it's weird. You get put in this weird autopilot. Like, we were talking about this. Yeah, so we were driving to Penticton, and has anyone that's driven the interior, and you have to drive for a while though, like 4 or 5 hours, 3 hours, and the monotony of the road, your body just kind of goes in this like weird state with it.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I also really like enjoy driving.
Oh, I do too. I'm just saying, like, your body definitely switches into a different gear.
See, I feel like I go more into autopilot when I'm like doing my mundane drives, like to and from work every day. Like, I don't even have to think. I just know exactly where I need to go, right? But driving long distances, the road's always changing, and like you gotta focus on where you're going and all of that stuff. So I get more kind of like into the vibe of driving.
Huh.
So I find it's the opposite for me.
It's kind of concerning that you're zoned out while you're in the city driving. then when you're on the empty straight road, you're like just dialed in.
I'm like, yeah,
you're like,
this is some nice road. No, it's true though. Like, going to and from work in the morning is where I find the worst drivers are. Going to and from work. When you're on that big open road, you're like, oh yeah, this is sweet. But on those city streets, I'm just like, I fucking get me off this road right now.
No, drop it. Well, I do find that's one of the most scary things for me was I used to live on Esplanade and drive up St. George's right to my work on 12th and Lonsdale, right? Straight shoot uphill, kind of a bank around 10th, and then you're there. I can't count the amount, because I used to wake up half an hour before work.
That's crazy.
And I would literally wake up, jump in the shower, get out, wash my hair, towel off, do my hair, brush my teeth, and go. And it was like bang, bang, and then I'd just be at work, right? But then I had to stop doing it because there's quite a few times that I actually got to work and was like, how the fuck did I get here? And like, I know I got in my car and all that stuff, but then I'm like recollecting, I'm like, did you stop at those stop signs and all that? And I know you did. Yeah. Like I for sure did, because you just are on autopilot, but you can't like remember. Yeah. And that's for sure on the way to work in the morning. That's a thing for a lot of people because I'm a very alert person when I wake up. Like I basically wake up.
You're too alert.
Yeah, like I wake up and I'm just awake right away.
You're like, Neve, wake up, and I'm like,
but even within that, I still for sure have that driving in the morning. So I can't imagine, like someone like you should probably not be allowed on the road.
No, like by the time I get in my car, I'm fine. It's just the initial getting out of bed that does me in.
And then coming home, I think, isn't there that thing that it's like most accidents happen within like a kilometer of your house? And it's
really,
or I shouldn't say most, but a lot do. And it's something to do with like you're getting home, you're kind of let your guard down. It's where you're most used to. So you huck a right turn without doing a shoulder check because you just know that you can, and then all of a sudden you get hit or something.
Yeah. I can't relate to the getting home, but when I'm getting home, I feel like I could be distracted at that point because I'm always singing nursery rhymes in the car with Juliet. And I'm always like looking at Juliet.
This was pre-Juliet. No, this was pre-Juliet.
It was just me singing to myself.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, round. And she's like, I need a baby so we can sing together. And you're like, so you can sing with the baby?
No comment.
Going along with the road trip theme, why do dogs have this eternal fear of being left out of road trips? Like Nuo is literally like a psycho to say in the car as soon as it's road trip time. Like I'm putting all of her stuff in the car.
She loves being in the car.
She does, but like when we're going away for a weekend, she knows because she can see us packing up. And like I guess you couldn't see it because you were at work, but like the entire morning, Nuo was just whining, standing by the door. And then as soon as I'd go outside, she'd run right to your car and she'd just start doing her dance back and forth. And then as soon as I'd open any door, even the front, she'd jump in and I'd be like, Nuo. And then when we were going like to take a pee in Penticton, so just so everyone knows, my mom has an apartment. So you have to like go down and out, and the parking's like right next to the apartment. As soon as we go outside, Nuo would run out, take a pee, and run right to the car. And I'm like, this is so over the top even for you.
Yeah. She does love the car as well, though. She just likes being in the car.
She does.
Like, there's even times when we'll be out, like, fetching and stuff, and she'll just be like, hey, I'm done fetching now. I want to run to the car.
But I swear, it's like a dog thing. Is there like, there's a roadie? Oh, God, I got to be in the car. They'll forget me. And you're like, we're not forgetting you. Or even when, like, we were going and I got sick, and so we had to pull over. And then I was like, I'm going to let Nuo out. Every time I let her out, because I'm like, oh, she must want to get some fresh air, she just jumped right back in.
Yeah.
Oh
no.
Oh, one sec. The baby might be babying. Heard. All right, and we're back after a minor break for babies being babies.
Babies being babies being babies.
Babies being babies for babies by babies.
Featuring babies.
Featuring Baby.
Babies.
Neve.
Yes.
Neve. I got a question for you.
Okay.
And I just want you to answer with your heart, but also use your brain, and between the two, put your answer together.
Okay.
When do you think the first trillionaire is going to exist? And when I say trillionaire, I don't mean trillionaire because I'm pretty sure there is now. We just don't know kind of thing. I mean, like kind of like an Elon Musk or Bezos, where it's like a publicly like we know they're just a. Because I think it's happening with AI. Like I think the way the world's going, it's like a fewer amount of people are going to affect a larger amount of things on the world scale. And so if you think like, I don't know, like is Elon, I guess rockets and Tesla or whatever, or Bezos is Amazon, it's going to be something like that, but to like a bigger extent. So do you have any thoughts on when that would be? I have a guess.
6 years.
So 2031. I think it's going to be 2029. And the reason that is I'm just lowballing it. I think it's under 2030, but I don't think it'll be
that much under 2030.
that much under. Yeah.
Okay. Our guesses are pretty close.
Yeah.
So.
But it's crazy to think about that because like I feel like when I was growing up, a millionaire was so rich. Like that was like you're the elite of the world. And then it became you had to have like hundreds of millions to become like first off, just for the record, if I had even $1 million, I'd be so insanely rich by my eyes. But I'm talking like scale of the world.
Yeah.
And then it became a thing of like you needed like, I don't know, like 100 million, 200, 300. And then it became this thing where it was a billionaire. And I vividly remember when a billionaire became a thing, like that was in more, we all talked about it because did you see that video of they're like, this is how much it is to make $1 million. And then they're like, it's like, or what is it? It's like, if you invested like $1 a day for like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, anyhow, it's like the scale of how much bigger a billion is from a million is like absurd.
Oh, yeah.
So imagine 1 billion to 1 trillion, how insane that scale is.
Yeah.
It just didn't seem possible. Whereas now it's like, oh, I guess that's going to happen now.
Well, you also have to be like, to get property in Vancouver, you have to pay like at least $1 million for a tear down.
Yeah.
House.
Yeah.
Plot of land. Even just a plot of land, you're going to be paying $1 million for it. So it's like comparable on that scale. It's like, yeah, I believe trillionaires probably do exist, but I think it'll be like a public thing by 2031. I mean, if not sooner.
Trillionaires absolutely exist. I'm just going to say George Soros and the Rockefellers and all those people are 100% trillionaires in their family. Yeah, so you said 31, I said 29. Yeah. We'll see. It's pretty soon. We're going to find out. Be like, we'll Did
I say 31 or 32?
You said initially? 6 years, which was 31.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time for everyone's favorite segment. Buy or sell. Oh, buy or sell. Neve, you sold on Baby Bites a lot. And
Baby Bites a lot?
I sold on The Wedding End of an Heiress.
That was kind of like a buy and sell though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, my sell of the week is being attacked by wasps.
Okay.
Today. That was a hard no for me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something I'm done with.
But you could have a buy too. I mean, we had a pretty good weekend. We didn't even talk about how awesome our weekend was.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Penticton at all, did we?
Not even slightly.
Why don't we? Do we want to talk about that after buy and sell?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what my buy of the week is going to be, which will lead into our conversation about Penticton. My buy of the week is no long weekend traffic at peak travel hours.
That was prime.
That was crazy. No long weekend traffic.
Yeah, we barely hit any traffic going in or out of Penticton.
Yeah, okay. Let's scoot back to that because we went up to Penticton to visit my mom for the weekend. Yeah, I had to pick up Neve and we had to get on the road she ended work on Marine Drive at 4 o'clock on Friday on the long weekend. It took us 15 minutes to truly get on the road. By the time I picked you up, we got Juliet and put gas and air in the tires. That's it.
Yeah.
So it was like 4:15 takeoff. We did not hit any heavy traffic.
No,
there was
we
a
didn't.
little bit around Langley, but it was more just congestion because everyone was getting off. It wasn't like what you'd think of traffic. And then coming back on the Monday,
We didn't have anything until 2 stops before Second Arrows.
yeah, we left at 7:30 in the morning from Penticton and didn't get traffic until it was basically the normal traffic to get in North Van at any time.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I don't know how we avoided it, but it was sick that we did because I get so aggy in traffic too.
Yeah, that was my whole weekend was like based around. I was like, fuck, it's gonna be a good weekend, but traffic's gonna suck, and not having that made it so chill.
Yeah, well, that was really nice.
Yeah, Penticton's amazing.
Yeah, I love Penticton.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I just think it's such a fun place to be. It really reminds me of like just the drive into the Okanagan and like in and out of the Okanagan reminds me of like the Wild West. And I feel
So
like
hard.
every place I go to is like a old deserted town and there's gonna be saloon gangsters.
Yeah,
hanging
well,
around. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, it reminds
Headley-
me a lot of Arizona.
Yeah.
Especially when it's super hot like this. I'm like, oh yeah, like this would be such a fun place to be.
Yeah, it is cool doing the Crow's Nest route, and you see all the old, like, you can tell that these were just
Yeah.
old ass towns.
I love the Crow's Nest Drive.
I know you
Like,
do.
even to be fair, like I didn't tell you at the time, but even I felt like a little bit nauseous on that drive just because
Yeah.
it's so windy. But I would take that any day. Like, I just love that drive.
Yeah,
It's so
I mean, it's a
fun.
great drive to look at, but I'd rather not take it all the time because it gets me nauseous, as we know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. The canal in Penticton, for anyone listening that's in Penticton and hasn't done it, like, go do that. I think it's the main event for me.
I always have so much fun when we do it.
It's just nice to sit on a raft in the sun and just float downriver.
Yeah.
And then I always think it's so funny too, like my mom and Bri, like that's just, you could just, all of them are just so like, they that whole group of them can't rationalize how it could be fun sitting in a raft going down a river drinking. And then they get like,
And then they do it, and they're like, "Oh, this is nice."
This is super nice."
Yeah.
Like, Bri was so afraid. My mom's friends canceled. Like, they're like, "No, we can't." The one guy was like, "I need cell phone reception." He could have easily sat there on his phone literally the
Yeah.
entire time, and nothing would have happened. But yeah, I just think that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Penticton's great. I really just have nothing bad to say about it.
No, I really like the vibe there, the atmosphere there. It's like it feels more small towny, but it's also got a ton of like city amenities. Like, we were talking the other day, and when we were just driving through there, they have like a huge sports center. They have a theater that like has tours and stuff that go to it. It's like still got a bit about it where it's not like buttfuck middle of nowhere small town, but it's like small town enough to be
How many people do you think
comfortable.
live there?
I'm gonna say like 15,000.
Not even close.
No,
40 as of 2023, so it's probably more now.
40.
40, yeah.
40,000.
Yeah,
Yeah, I said 15.
I know.
Oh, so more.
More,
Yeah.
40,000.
Yeah, I thought you were being like not even close. It was way less than that. I was
No,
like, what?
No, yeah, which I was shocked by. I would have what you guessed, if I hadn't looked, I would have guessed the same.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's
crazy.
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy, but it's not actually that crazy. Like, there's a lot of space between places in Canada, I feel like. Like, the small town where I grew up, which was like what I would call a buttfuck village in the middle of nowhere, was 11,000 when I grew up.
Yeah, there's just not many people here.
No.
See, this is the whole problem with the immigration thing here. It's not about there's not enough space for people. It's no matter who you are, you just come here and
You
go
to Vancouver or
Toronto or Montreal.
Montreal,
yeah. and then people end up in Calgary and just bide their time until they have enough money to get to Vancouver, Toronto, or Montreal.
Literally. But that's the thing, because that's where like all the work is for immigrants.
Yeah.
Because if you want like skilled workers, they're gonna go into places where their skills are required, and that's usually the big cities.
Uber.
So. Exactly.
But yeah, so we're on week 13 of consistent.
Okay.
So next week, that's 14.
That's good
what do you
math,
think's after
Derek.
that? What do
Nice.
you think's after that?
I'm gonna say like 23.
No, close.
Oh.
15.
Of course.
16. And then
79.
17, the new record. The new record.
17's the new record?
Yeah.
So how many weeks do we have to keep going?
We have
4?
We have to do 4 more in a row to beat the record.
Right. I guess we got to do that then.
Yeah, which is cool because I don't know, I'm proud of that it's been able, the consistency of it all.
We've consistently like beaten our record.
The only one we missed was, what was it? It was like,
we've had a couple that we've missed. One,
were we in Hawaii?
I think Hawaii, and then we had norovirus.
Right. That was the time that I was like, I could do the podcast, and you came home and you're like, are we going to do it? And I was just like, dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it's sweet to be able to say that. Cause like, I mean, it's clearly, I just have fun doing it.
Yeah, me too.
But it's fun being able to say like, yeah, we put out an episode every week. Like the amount of people that have, when I say they're chirping, it's all tongue in cheek. It's like people that I love and care about. So, but they'll be like, hey, you still doing that podcast thing? And I'm like, yeah, I'm on my 96th episode. And they're like, oh, because I think their whole thing is like the fact that everyone says it. And then even if you do, it's like 5 episods. And then to be like, no, we're still going strong. It's like this, strong. Like,
no one listens, but we're still going strong.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we've got some we're at over 30 days. We have 31 hours of consumption. So that's 4 episodes have put out 31 hours of listening. Like people have listened to 31 hours over in terms of those 4 episodes.
Nice.
That's crazy.
My mom's always like an episode or 2 behind.
Yeah.
And she said to me the other day, because she always makes comments and then like I have to think back because I have no idea what she's talking about.
Yeah.
But she said to me the other day she didn't appreciate what I said about Joey at the wedding, and when she was referring to the wedding, she was referring to Rachel and Armand's wedding.
What did you do?
I like remember Joey was just very sexy that night, and I made some I'd apparently like slightly degrading comments about how sexy Joey was, and Mum was like, I do not approve of what you said about Joey, and I was like, he looked hot, Mom. Like, what do you want
I get
me to
it.
say?
She's just protective of Joey because he's an LFC fan.
Oh, no,
so
I think she's protective of you.
Oh.
She's like, you can't say that when you're talking to Derek about another dude. And I'm like, Mom, Joey was sexy.
No,
like,
Julie, don't
what
worry.
do you want me to
Don't
say?
worry. He's an LFC fan. He's all right.
Yeah, Mom's met Joey multiple
I know.
times. Yeah.
Well, yeah, she was saying to me too something, and I was like, so you're going to have to remind me what we were talking about. And it was when you and me were arguing over people here not being as friendly. And she's like, it got heated. And then I was laughing because I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. And this is what I just can't get over whenever I think of any podcaster that gets in any drama from
like,
something
how do
they
you
say.
remember?
No, but yeah, they must be sitting there just going on with their life, and they're thousands of hours deep into talking to people, and then all of a sudden the internet explodes and there's all this outrage, and they're like, what was it that I said? And it's not even that they might not mean it, it's just like, you can't remember what you said. It's just impossible. Like even while we're talking now, so like if you look at our earlier things that I posted, the things were always like the write-ups always were so vague because I couldn't remember everything we talked about. And so that's why I've kept like records of it so I can write the write-ups now.
It's so funny because like, yeah, people will literally bring it up to me and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, that also is why I think I don't know that I think this would be an issue we come up with, but I think if you ever like, let's say somehow our podcast got big and then said something that offended everyone, I would just be like, Neve, let's just keep doing the podcast and ignore it.
Yeah.
And then they'll forget in an hour.
Yeah.
Because that's just the world we're in, that there's too much. I've actually come to the belief that there's too much content out there. Like it just doesn't matter anymore. Like, so for like, we're a perfect example of it. Like we have a full podcast of us just sitting here talking, and that's like hours and hours and hours at this point. Like there's almost 100 episodes. This is episode 49 for us. There's 49 episodes of us talking for at least an hour, if not more, about just stuff. And I just feel like it's like saturated the entire world so that there's just like, everything's kind of like,
yeah, it doesn't matter. Everyone's whole life is online anyway. But I do think that if you get to that level of like fame where it's or even just like income where it's your whole income, right? You don't have to be like recognized on the street, but like you have like X amount of followers and stuff, you have to maintain your channel, so you have to interact with the comments, right? And even if you're just trying to interact with like positive ones, you're going to be scrolling through the negative ones, and that's like going to take a toll on you at some point, I believe.
I don't think you have to interact with them.
I think you do if you want to get like gain more followers.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like you'd have, it just depends what you're doing.
I don't know. I believe that. I think the internet is just a popularity contest. In the most like,
I do agree with that.
Like blunt of terms. So if you're like buddy getting on everyone's good side, then you're probably going to have more positive feedback than if you're not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Everyone hates the Pauls, and they're like internet famous.
The Pauls?
Logan and Jake Paul.
Oh yeah.
So it's
exactly, like they're living their best lives, but they're always gonna have haters. And like, how easy do you think it is to actually like see all of this hate like again and again every single day and just carry on doing what you're doing? Like that must be pretty like grating on a person.
Yeah, I think after, but I don't know. I couldn't say because I'm not there, but I feel like after a while you'd either burn or you just have to get over and go, who cares? Like, who are these trolls? Because I do think the internet, I've said this before on here, I just feel like we have two worlds right now. We have like our reality, the physical one we all live in, and then we have a digital one. And the digital one's just 100% fake, and you can't really trust anything you see on it because it's all like, you don't know what's been doctored or the angle they're coming from or what happened before you started seeing the video. But it's like fakeness directly influences extremely heavy our physical reality.
I think, yeah, it is fakeness until you have people like you said, like the Pauls, they're like coming to their events. There are probably people out there that know their address and like show up at their house and stuff like that. There is a line that is like, oh yeah, you can ignore the comments, but you can't ignore like, I don't know, like flashing cameras outside your door kind of thing.
Right.
I'm talking about if you get to like Jake and Paul, Logan.
Oh yeah,
fame.
Yeah. But if you're that famous, or if you're that rich, you probably just don't care too. You can just sit in your mega mansion with security.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, I think we should end it here just solely because it's getting late.
It's getting late.
But yeah, I guess I'm gonna end this one just by saying, to all those people out there, I'd highly recommend you tell your parents you love them and give them a hug and take pictures and all that stuff with them, because God forbid, you just don't know what could happen the next day. And yeah, I don't know. You don't realize how much you love your parents until they're gone. So just don't take it for granted. And Dad, I miss you and love you very much.
Cheers to that.
Bye.
Bye.